Craig, the first one in the chat. Cheers. Welcome. Wednesday evening, 8 p.m. Eastern. This is a late one, y'all. This is a late one. And on a weird day, I know. But we're out of jail. We are a free woman. And it feels so good. So I leave for Vegas. Oh, let me get my email out of the way. We don't need that right now. I leave for Vegas tomorrow morning at 6 a.m. with my mom and sister for the Backstreet Boys concert in the Sphere. So there was no way I could miss catching up. We got a lot to talk about. I don't know if anybody's going to show up at 8 p.m. on a Wednesday. I mean, what does everybody do on this hump day? What's happening? Why does this video make me look green right now? There's something weird with, there we go. Oh, it goes. Okay, whatever. We don't know what's happening with the cameras today. It's because my YouTube, it's confused. It doesn't remember me. But yeah, we're free. We're back on regular scheduled programming almost. I mean, this isn't the regular schedule, but with the let's see what's going on. With the YouTube series from Tactical Games, we'll see if we can ever get all of the videos up in the time that it takes for one video to get knocked down and get a strike, and then I'm in jail. I'm just going to turn this off and rely on the good old-fashioned ring lights. We'll see if that helps at all. Otherwise, I'll just look like a creature for the next hour. How is everybody? Happy after 4th of July? What was everybody's plans? We are less than a month out from the 2025 CrossFit Games in good old Albany, New York. I'm very happy. I have my list of coffee shops, and that is the most important list that I could have for any place, any location that I go to. I actually don't have a list of coffee places for Vegas. So if anybody knows any, let me know. Let me know the places to go. Otherwise, I'm going to have to do some quick Googling. What is I cannot believe this color right now. I've just got done recording an interview with Lydia Fish. Oh my gosh. She is truly so lovely. There, I just got to put my arms up and it goes back. She is so young, so ambitious, such a hard worker, comes from a really, really small town in Wisconsin. And I love that she has that hometown feel, support from her community, making her rookie debut in Albany. I'm really excited for her. I'm always excited for rookies because it's one of those big moments that, I mean, any games athlete has been working towards for, years, sometimes decades, a decade or so. But seeing them there on the big stage, setting their goals and just getting to work. It's funny because I asked her if her coach, Perrin with Training Think Tank, had to reel her in because she's been doing, Craig Lydia is cool. She's been doing so many, she's been competing so much, whether it's online semifinals, online qualifiers, in-person events, and she's not alone in the sentiment that many CrossFit athletes this season have been doing so much. It seems like more that they're doing. I mean, we'll go back to the sanctional season before the pandemic, and it reminds me a little bit about that. But I asked her, does your coach need to rein you in? Like, take a breath, take a moment. And she was like, no, right now my coach is telling me we got to do more. We're running out of time. And I guess that makes sense. I mean, you're going to the CrossFit Games, and a lot of games training is much different than just normal training with a lot of, a lot more running, a lot more odd object stuff. And, you never know what Dave's going to program. There's always a trick or two up his sleeve, but I'm excited. It always is a little weird when there's like a new venue. It always feels different. And I think, at least me personally, I was never involved with CrossFit Media back in the days when they were in Carson. So I didn't get to experience that. But being in Madison, I think it was for 7 years, and it just In a lot of ways, it felt like home. It felt like that's where the CrossFit Games should be. And obviously last year felt weird for a lot of reasons, right? It's not just the location, it's, you know, everything that happened at the games and whatnot. But it, you know, even before everything that happened, it felt a little weird because it's a new venue. And I'm curious to see what it feels like for me in Albany, what it feels like for other people, like the athletes, the coaches, the managers, the people who have been doing it much longer than, probably you and I. But it'll be good. It'll be good. It's always good to have in-person competition. The more in-person competition we can do, the better, because that's where the community gets involved and everybody's out there and it's a lot of fun. But yeah, I'm trying to think if that'll be my first CrossFit event since the fittest experience, I think. Yeah. For like bubble semifinal athletes or bubble like games athletes, Monster Games is also coming up. I know it doesn't really like link up with a lot of the athletes season, but for those that didn't make the games, that is 2 weeks away. Um that's in Kansas City this year, but that's run by Jason Ansley and that group. Some great people. That is a fun competition. I'm not going this year, but it's very well run. Some cool programming. I know Jacob Hepner helps them with their programming, and last year they had a shooting stage because his tie with tactical games. It wasn't live ammo. It was like a little pellet guns or something. They were really hard. Yeah, and I remember Bryn from Training Think Tank, she was there and she struggled with that. Like other ones too, but I just happened to be chatting with her when, she was learning it for the first time. But, that's kind of what's going on in the CrossFit space. I don't think we've had this since talking about Tia officially competing. Alex Kazan officially out. Trying to think of other little news bits that we might have missed, but as always, you all have any questions, drop them in the chat. I also had a couple people reach out on Instagram for questions for the show. Will you be at Wadapalooza SoCal? Possibly. Hopefully. I thought the tier cup was really cool. I think it's an awesome concept and I really enjoy that style format when you have teams competing, and that's why I really really liked Fit Fest. I didn't go last year, but the first year they had it 2 years ago. I thought it was a great model that could be repeatable, and it's a way to, root for your favorite individual athletes in a different style. So SoCal, let me pull the calendar out. Is it in September? Yeah, the weekend of September 19th and 20th. That one, I'm going to be honest, is still up in the air because I leave for Poland shortly after that for tactical games, and going, like, if it was the Wadapalooza Miami, that probably would be a little bit more feasible just location wise, but going from California all the way to Europe, truthfully, I don't know that I want to do that to myself. Because realistically, if Wadapalooza SoCal is, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, I'm not going back home until Monday. I mean, I could, yeah, like go home Monday, get home by the time change Monday night, be home Tuesday, or maybe then fly to Poland either Tuesday or Wednesday. So TBD. It's very possible that I'll end up being there, but still up in the air. And Patrick, we call him European Patrick, tall Patrick, interchangeable. Real Patty B. What? Oh, sorry. The first person was Tempo 019A. That's who asked about Wadapalooza SoCal. So Patty, what happened to CrossFit's original shit talker, stirrer, Arm and Hammer? Arm and Hammer got out of the CrossFit space mostly. He had a family. What do I see him post on Instagram? He is it jujitsu or like some other, maybe BBJ. Armin Hammer. Armin. I actually didn't know Armin super well because he had left. Yeah, he's got a what is this that he's doing? Um, he's got a purple belt. Trying to zoom in on what specifically. Gracie Barra. But anyways, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, that's what he's doing. But anyways, I never had the pleasure of working with Arm& Hammer. He worked at Morning Chalk Up for many years and had a lot of really cool YouTube, like game show-esque type things. And I never met him because he had left by the time I had started there. I met him at one event, and when I was hosting the Bottom Line, I had him on as a guest maybe a handful of times. I tried to get him to co-host a couple things with me, but yeah, he was just getting out of the space and, doing other things, starting a family, etc. Roger, life's biggest do's and don'ts. Ooh, deep conversation for a Wednesday. Roger's on vacation right now for his birthday. It looks like he's having so much fun. Biggest do's, take chances. It sounds cliche, but life's too short, Don't don't be afraid to have people say no to you. Don't be afraid to ask for what you want. I'm a big proponent about that because if you don't ask, the answer is no. If you ask, the answer could be yes. So you have a possibility of getting what you want. And not just what you want, but hopefully what you've worked for, what you've, have a little bit of street cred to back up what you're asking for. Or if you don't have that street cred yet and you're just trying to get some street cred, hopefully you can put your money where your mouth is when you're given that opportunity. So sometimes you are, sometimes you aren't. And regardless, we learn from those moments. But I would say that's the biggest do. And the biggest don't is don't take advice from somebody that you wouldn't trust. Whether it's somebody that you wouldn't trust their opinion, you wouldn't trust with, you know, protecting something of yours if you needed them to be the keeper of it. But yeah, those would be my do's and don'ts, and the list could go on much longer, but we'll leave it at that. Just curious. Oh, this is from Rich Luttenberger. Just curious if you ever had a brandy old fashioned sweet as good as the one in Wisconsin. No. If you like an old fashioned, it doesn't matter, brandy, whiskey, whatever, sweet, sour, the best ones are in Wisconsin, hands down. Hands down. Prove me wrong. They make the best. John Newby. I did used to work with John Newby at Morning Chalk Up. Just a good dude. Like all around good dude. Super kind, hard worker. Loved all of my times with noobs. How long did it take you to get proficient in cleans from the floor, extension, and above the knee? I would say when it came to technique of weightlifting, I actually picked it up pretty quickly. Even though I was a collegiate dancer and grew up in dance studios, my mom owns a dance studio. So, I mean, I was dancing from in a class age 3 until, I went through college and then taught at dance studios after that, whether it was my mom's or when I lived in Wisconsin, there was a dance studio I taught at. So I thought when I started CrossFit that I was going to be really good with the gymnastics movements because I have a lot of body awareness and just the way that you move your body in space, whether it's gymnastics or dance, there is some crossover with those things. But no, took me years to, not look like a nerd when I was kipping. It took me years before I could string chest to bar together, and that was just with kipping. It took me even longer to learn how to butterfly, but it was one of those things that once it clicked and I figured it out, we're pretty much good to go. But the weightlifting, yeah, I don't know if it's just my mechanics or maybe also like being familiar with doing a dance routine that I could kind of treat like positional work and cleans or even a snatch the same way. So, yeah, with weightlifting, it really I know that's not a great answer, but it really didn't take me that long to figure it out. To get stronger, sure, but to like get the movement pattern and technique down, pretty good. Daniel Becker 7769. How are you feeling? It's a very open-ended question. Overall good. Um I'm trying to think. Let's go a little deeper here. How am I feeling? How am I feeling? I mean, as much as I really want to go to Vegas tomorrow, I don't really know that I want to get on a plane and travel again. I am kind of itching to have some time at home. I really enjoyed the long holiday weekend because I feel like I was able to see a lot of my friends and family and do more with them than I think I typically do, especially with, my travel schedule. But let me just look at a calendar. I always need to look at my calendar. I don't know where I am in life. Um, yeah, so I will go to Vegas this weekend, which again, it's a girls trip, it's a fun trip, but again, like travel is travel. It's still like stress on your body and nutrition and fitness and all of those things. And then I'm home for a week and then I leave again and I'm basically full steam ahead potentially through October, November until Christmas, pretty much. I'm traveling almost every weekend in some capacity through Christmas-ish. I mean, I have some like fun trips, like I have my family vacation in August, and then there's a couple of off ones. And again, like I said, I'm going to Poland, so I'll be doing a little bit of traveling. I try like if I'm going to go that far, I now make it. Oh, Jeremy, you almost forgot, but you didn't. You're here. Thank God. Um, I'm trying to get better that when I make trips to Europe or abroad, start over. No, no, you can listen now and then just rewind later. Um, we haven't really gotten into anything juicy yet, so don't worry. You're right on time here. I know 8 p.m. Again, it's a weird time for me and on a Wednesday. So yeah, when I go abroad, I try to make time to like travel and explore now because the first couple of years of traveling, it was very much business and back home. But um we will see. So how am I feeling? Yeah, I could use a little bit more downtime at home, but other than that, I'm feeling pretty good. Like the work I'm doing, I'm really enjoying. I'm really enjoying, all the stuff that I did with the Women's Elite Rugby League this year. I'm hoping to do more work with them next season. Um, Tactical games, and then yeah, just trying to honestly trying to do more CrossFit events at this point because like I really liked last year in the sense that it seemed like almost 50-50 tactical games and CrossFit with the work I was doing. But this year, and I mean it's for, several reasons. Um, but it's definitely more tactical games and only like a couple of CrossFit events. So we'll see what happens next year. Every year is a little bit different too, and the season's always changing and, events are run by different people and such, so we shall see. Um, Carney Brendan, what's a perfect wheelhouse workout for you? Oh, baby, anything with a barbell. Give me that barbell. I could probably say also anything upside down, really good on my hands. Doesn't matter if it's handstand walk, uh, handstand push-ups. I honestly prefer strict to kipping, to be honest. Doesn't matter if they're wall facing or not wall facing, deficit, not. All of that sounds a lot of fun. I know you guys are asking questions. Keep asking. I'm going to answer these and then I'll get back to y'all. So yeah, overhead squats. Ooh, love those. The heavier, the better. J_rock lift, I think, or fit. I screenshotted it and cut it off, so I'm not sure. Saw your post. Life is too short to not have fun at the gym. Dance anyway. Have fun. Well, duh. If you ain't dancing between sets, are you even trying? It was a fun little, trending audio. So had to do it because I always be dancing. Okay, Michael wants to know, why was I in YouTube jail? That is a great question. Great question. We should ask the gods of YouTube. I would love to know the answer. So, in short, they told me, as in the automated response from the robots, told me that I was in violation of their firearms policy. And I obviously, before I posted stuff with tactical games, I read the firearm policy because every social media platform is different. TikTok is the most strict. Like, I've posted maybe like one thing from tactical games on TikTok, and then after reading more about it, they really don't like firearms even for sport. So I don't really post anything tactical games or gun related on. Oh, what did I do? Oh, dear Lord. Everything's fine. Why? Okay. Okay, we'll just use this crappy camera until I can hopefully get this other one. I touched it to try to move it. Oh, because guys, I'm stupid. I just shut the window. You know. We're back. So yeah, I don't post any of that stuff on TikTok. Instagram, it depends. I've learned a couple of, I don't even want to call them workarounds, but I've just learned kind of what Instagram likes and doesn't. I would say maybe the same with Facebook. I have my Instagram and Facebook essentially linked together. So far it's been fine on that. So yeah, Jeremy, Dave Castro literally has a channel where he shoots all the guns. Yeah, and tactical games, again, post all the content with guns. I post on their YouTube channel, and never have they received a strike or anything. So I think the problem was from everybody that I talked to and had look at my videos. So essentially, like, the policy says that you can't sell guns on YouTube online. Okay, that obviously makes sense. Because state to state, everyone's different. And then you can't basically film a YouTube video of you manipulating the way that a gun would work, or basically like building them to be illegal or whatever, which I absolutely don't even have the knowledge for that. So I started posting to my YouTube channel this vlog series of when I competed in tactical games, and I had a couple other ones. I'm working with this company called SAR and doing like YouTube series with them. And yeah, I thought, no problem. I'm not breaking any of those rules. Well, what I was doing is, because I worked with Garmin for the vlog YouTube series, I was putting a link in the description. And from a couple people that I talked to, they said that because like with those policy violations, it's not a real human going in and like looking at your stuff and syncing it or whatever. That their AI person or AI thing basically, like, because they saw a link, it detected it, and they thought maybe I was trying to sell a gun through the link. So who knows? But anyway, so I got rid of all the links in the videos, and hopefully we are gonna keep on keeping on, because yeah, I'm the only person I know that has gotten a strike for these things. And yeah, my tactical games videos are absolutely like not strike worthy. So I was kicked out of YouTube for a week. I couldn't post, I couldn't do lives, I couldn't upload. And so then if I get another strike, it'll then be a 2-week penalty. And then if you get a third strike, they take down your channel. So the good thing about the strike is that if you like don't get another one after 90 days, it's removed and basically like is clean on your account. But now I'm just like in this window of like, oh my God, please don't let me get a second one. Because if I get a second one, then I'm just going to stop posting any tactical game stuff until the 90 days has passed, because I don't want to lose my channel. That would be so sad. So, anyways, so that's why I was in YouTube jail. That was a really long-winded answer. I just discovered tactical games, legit the coolest sport ever. Michael, where do you live? Have you started training? Do you need any resources? When are you going to compete? Like, ask the questions. Let me help get you out there. Brett, what's up? I hope that you are doing well. I haven't seen you in Home Depot yet. No, we only went to Home Depot once, and not gonna do that again. Brett is coming in hot. Don't worry, Jeremy. I'm also not ignoring you because he asked. Jeremy said, "Did you get married to Farmer Dude?" I love that we don't even have his first name. It's so funny. Did I get married? No, I did not get married yet. Do you see a ring? Do you see a ring? No, y'all will have so much heads up before that happens. Don't you worry. Jeremy, I know that you're getting nervous over there. You're getting nervous that I might be off the market for life. So, you'll be updated. I'm in North Carolina. Amazing. We host a regional event in North Carolina every year. I mean, I don't have next year's schedule, but I'm pretty sure that we'll be returning to North Carolina. Pretty sure. If not, we also have one in South Carolina, and I can't imagine that they would get rid of like North Carolina and South Carolina. But there's also a Facebook group that I just discovered. It is Tactical Games Athletes. You have to be let in, but I think that the prompt asks you, like, are you a competitor or are you looking to compete? And there's a lot of great resources in there. You can link up with people who might be in your area. They also host skirmishes, which essentially that's just like a one-day competition. That's really good to get your feet wet. And Jeremy, whoa, phew, don't you worry. And yeah, it's just a really good way to see kind of how things run if you're not willing to, commit to a 2-day event right out the get-go. I'm trying to think if there's a skirmish in North Carolina. I don't think there is, but there might be one close to you, so you should look into that. Also, if you go to the website, thetacticalgames.com, they have like where all their skirmishes are, and if you go to the tab, it's the second one over in the top, to events, they'll have skirmish. Tactagon. That's a new link too. Yeah, but then sniper challenge, regional events, nationals, all that kind of stuff. You are so welcome. Seriously though, if you ever have any questions, just shoot me a message on Instagram, Lauren Khalil, and I'd be happy to send you links and get you in the right direction. But yes, Jeremy, my trip to visit the farmer was great. We ate so much sushi, and it was honestly probably the best sushi that I've ever had. It was so good. And what else did we do? We walked around downtown. I went to one of his baseball games, which that was a lot of fun. It was raining a little bit, so like, oh, that was kind of a bummer, but overall it was a very good trip. Very good. We are still in communications. Is there also a gym locator? What do you mean a gym locator? Like one that is like a Tactical Games affiliate? Is that what you're wondering? Because I don't think they have a map the way that like CrossFit gyms have, like the affiliator, the affiliate tracker. But I will say that most people, yeah, I think I would say most people do CrossFit that compete in Tactical Games. And thank you for liking the dancing short that I made. I saw it the other day. Yeah, I've also been posting more to shorts. I'm trying to like get my content on every which platform, which I just never really utilized really well. Because honestly, I never really watched shorts. And then I got talking to a couple people and they're like, oh, that's like where we consume most of our stuff. We don't even really watch like reels anymore. We just, we're always on YouTube. So scroll, scroll, scroll. So yeah, I meant like a gym specific to Tactical Games. Yeah. I would say just dropping into a CrossFit gym is the best thing. Because they don't really have a finder on who has like a Tactical Games affiliate. I mean, it's a lot of sandbag work, like sandbags over the yoke, farmers carry, um, burpees over a box, things like that. Rope climbs, sled push, that's a lot of good things. Rope pulls, like if you have a sled to pull, they've been using that with they introduced turf into their stages this year, so that's a little bit new. But overall, yeah, if you just dropped into a CrossFit gym, you should be fine for that kind of training. And then again, depending where you live and also depending on, your affiliate owner, I do know that when I go to Texas, there are obviously like the Tactical Games HQ. I can do whatever I want with unloaded guns there. So essentially, like the way that I'll train when I'm in Texas at Tactical Games HQ is we'll have empty magazines, we'll have our holsters, we'll have our whole setup on, and we can utilize all of the equipment and then just do dry fire. There's another gym in Texas that, if you just ask the owner of the affiliate and depending what hours it is and if there's a class running, they'll let you do. But I would say that that's probably not the majority of affiliates that are going to let you do that. I know if I did that at my home gym, the SWAT team would probably be called within seconds. And I'd be like, hey guys, like it's an empty gun, like no ammo's here. I'm just practicing. But yeah, I just got a Concept 2 bike. And then I also have other pieces of equipment at home that I purchased during the pandemic. I have, a sandbag. I do have a barbell. I've got some plates. I've got kettlebell, dumbbells, some other things that if I wanted to and the weather cooperates, I could do some dry fire in my backyard with some, machine work, sandbag work, things like that. So depending if you have like any pieces of equipment, just something that can get your heart rate up, or even like you could go outside on a nice day, again, depending where you live and who's watching. Um, and a great way to like practice dry fire under duress is just do like a bunch of burpees or go for a run around your neighborhood, come in, have a couple of like targets in your backyard, draw, have your red dot, wait until the red dot stops dancing. Mine loves to dance. It's because I love to dance. And then once it holds, pull the trigger and just treat it like normal. You know what I mean? I would say that's some of the best dry fire stuff you can do. And Tactical Games also offers a dry fire program. They have that on their not YouTube, on their website as well. Jeremy, insert dirty sushi joke. Is there a dirty sushi joke? Never heard it. Don't know that one. So you're gonna have to give me the details on that one. Right up my nose. Great. Ooh. Do you ever put like whether it's, whatever you take, liquid IV, red mint, salt, liquid IV, I think I said that. Any of those, but when you like have left it sitting for a while and don't stir it and then you take a sip and it's just like the salt at the bottom. That's what I just got and it wasn't great, but it's fine. Everything's fine. These little fruit flies in my house too. It's like for whatever reason that time of year. That time of year. Oh, and you love the nails. Thank you. Blue, something different. It's one of those things that I'm starting to get sick of them and I gotta go change them, but we'll let them marinate for another week or two. I'll probably wait until right before the CrossFit Games to get them redone. We'll do something fun. It's best we just move along. Okay, Jeremy. We're just gonna move along. We're gonna keep this ship sailing. I am so excited for Backstreet Boys. I saw some previews of them dancing, and let me tell you, these 50-year-old men have not missed a beat. They are still just as good as they were back in the early 2000s, and I'm impressed, and I'm really excited to see them in the iconic sphere. I kind of wanted to see an EDM concert in there because, like, with the monitors and the screens, I feel like that could be a vibe, but I'm not going to say I hate going to see the Backstreet Boys in the sphere. It's going to be a good moment. We're going to do that. We're gonna go to a pool because it's gonna be 110 degrees every day. I still haven't even packed. Well, I've half packed. We leave at like my mom said she's picking me up at 4:45. This is also like the struggle when you travel with people who don't normally travel because I have my routine and my routine is very much like I show up when they are loading the plane. That is the time I show up at the airport. But did you watch HyperCon GameStop? No, Jeremy, I didn't. Here's the thing, when somebody tells me to watch something, I pretend that I do, and I nod my head, and I'm like, "Yeah, sure, I'll watch that," but then 9 times out of 10, I don't. Right now, I'm watching season 2 of Night Agent. I'm on the last episode, so maybe once that's done, maybe I'll watch that at the airport. We'll see. Brett, I'm fortunate my gym lets me work out in a kit with loaded mags, no gun, but I'm able to get used to the load. Or you're fortunate. Yeah. Honestly, it is crazy what a difference it makes when you have magazines with ammo in them, like on your kit and everything, because I was training like up until my first tactical games that I competed at. I was training a lot with my plate carrier, but that wasn't super new for me. I had done Murph every year, and then like in the summer, I would do different, like instead of having like a ruck, we would go for rucks, but with our weighted vests or like go on runs and things like that. It was interesting how different it felt when I then put my belt on with the plate carrier. And even just the way that, like, if I was going to do a rope climb and like how high I can normally get my feet to treat it almost like a toes to bar versus when you have the belt on and then the magazines in the belt, like you don't get as much hip extension and you can't get your feet as high. And same thing with like burpees over a box. Like I even had to move where my holster was on my belt because originally I had it a little bit more forward, but then it prevented my hip mobility essentially. So I had to move it back just slightly. So you're onto something with making sure that like you practice with full kit because it does make a difference for sure. Decided to watch Lost 20 years after it aired. Michael, what did you think? I don't know that I'm the common folk out here, but I hated Lost. I thought it was so dumb. I was like, I wasted this many hours of my life waiting for something to happen, just for it to end the way it did. I was disappointed. Game of Thrones, on the other hand, I'll watch that any day. I'll watch it over and over. Now, I know the last season, mixed reviews, and like the way it ended, that wouldn't have been my choice. But I still do not regret all of the hours of my life that I've invested into that TV series. Jeremy, you would never work out because of your lies. What am I lying about? When did I lie? I give nothing but the truth on here. I'm too honest on here most of the time, to be honest. Yeah, crazy. I didn't, and I didn't lie. I said, like, maybe I would watch it. I never said I'm 100% gonna go watch that. I was like, "Oh, yeah, maybe I'll watch this." I'm pretty sure I said maybe, but whatever. First 3 seasons were okay. Last 3 were incredibly dumb. Yeah, I would greatly agree with that. I'm trying to think. Somebody told me, on my list, so I don't know about you guys, but all of the important things in my life are either in my Google Calendars or my notes section. Like, if somebody ever got a hold of my notes section, they would have everything. They would have everything. All of the ideas that live in my brain. Like in the middle of the night when do you ever just, maybe it's just me. Do you ever just wake up and you get an idea and you're like, "Oh, I can't forget this. I got to put it in my phone." So I put it in my phone. So every now and then I clear it out. Like right now I have only 25 notes. I don't know what like the average is or the normal is, but yeah, like a bunch of ideas, a bunch of like notes, a bunch of things to remember. All my passwords. Yeah, that's like dumb, but whatever. Captions, content ideas. Actually, I did go through a phase speaking of being honest and telling and oversharing because, that's what we do here. I went through a phase where I was really into writing poems, and I was clearing out. I think I was on a plane, and that's like the best time to, clear out text messages to make room for storage, which by the way, I just bought a new phone because I was out of storage. Do you know that I have cell phones with 1 terabyte of storage? I almost didn't, or I almost did it, but I didn't. Instead I just went for it was like the 520 gigabyte one, which is a huge upgrade from the 128. I was running out of storage every day. But yeah, so I went through this. Oh wait, now I can't find them. Maybe they're somewhere on here. I think maybe only on my phone. Oh yeah, because the iCloud is on my computer, but not the full. But anyways, I went through a phase of writing poems, and they were pretty good. I was kind of impressed as I was reading them. I was like, wow, like this was like a pretty good phase, but I don't know that I'll get into that again. That was like sad girl vibes, like sad girl Lauren. Like you're going through some shit right now. We have grown since then. So that was my version of journaling where like, and I think journaling is great for a lot of reasons, but the poems were very therapeutic for me. Okay, Jeremy. Wow, you're just going all in today. We're done here. Let's get spicy. Taylor Self being banned. Thoughts? I mean, what thought do you want me to have? It's pretty black and white. Like, are we talking about um thoughts on peptides and like peptides versus steroids? Like, is that the question, or just him getting banned? Like, it was a banned substance, so he got banned. Seems like what are we asking here? You got to be more specific. I don't really have strong thoughts on that. Um yeah, I'm going to need a follow-up if you want to be spicy over here. Dang, just coming in with both hammers today. Oh, when I was in my note section, Shrinking. I've heard from several people that that is a very good show. So I do have that on my list. It is actually number 1 on my to-do list. Just because it's number 1 doesn't mean that it actually is number 1. We'll see how long it will take me to actually watch it because people have told me several times to watch that show. But let's get spicy. There are so many other ways to have a spicy conversation than talking about Taylor Self. Y'all are wild. Well, Jeremy, you're wild. Jeremy, are you going to the CrossFit Games? I don't think you told me. Michael, do you do CrossFit? Like, I think you said, yeah, that you train in your affiliate. Or you just said your gym. What is Taylor? Hold on. No test. No, oh, that they didn't require a test? But didn't he admit it? Like I guess that's why I'm confused. Is why do you need a test if somebody comes forward and says that they did it? I mean, I don't have all the details, so I could just be missing a few. Froning said he's taken them. Does he get removed from CAC? Did you report him? No. I it wasn't me. If it honestly, like, if it was, that's something that I'd probably wear. I would wear that. I'd be like, yeah, that was me. The same thing with like people who report other people's YouTube channels or content or whatever. Like if I'm going to do that, I will wear that. I'll probably slide into the DM too and I'll be like, "Hey, guess what? Like this ain't okay. I'm reporting you." But I don't do that. You know, they're like whatever. That could be a whole other conversation. Does he get removed? Do I think that he will? No, I don't think that he will. Do I think that he should? You know, I I would say that I need more information because again, like I'm more or less just know top line stuff about it. Um I would say being a part of an athlete's council and somebody who took a banned substance, you could make the argument that it's not a great that's not how they would want somebody on their board to represent themselves and not a great why can't I think of the word role model. I could see why somebody would make that argument, but considering he's not competing and from what I've seen, again, it seems like that's by choice, that it wasn't the other way around, that, he was cheating and got caught. Like, I'm like 99% sure that that's not the narrative. Um, so I don't know. I could see people saying like, he can do whatever he wants. He's not competing anymore. Um, yeah. Again, like not something that I really have strong opinions about. You'll know when I have a strong opinion about something. Or like I'm super passionate about something and, that that's probably not one of them. Do you want me to go to the CrossFit Games? Well, Jeremy, you love to talk about CrossFit. You love to watch all the CrossFit tea and content and shows. So, like, why wouldn't you go to the CrossFit Games? It seems like something that you would absolutely do. And I don't know why you wouldn't. I don't know why you wouldn't. But I mean, job, family, money. I mean, there's those things, but why wouldn't you go to Albany, New York? I was actually telling somebody today, let's see, the Saratoga horse races. Saratoga. I'm pretty sure that their schedule has one for the Wednesday before, and I'm wondering who I can get to go with me. If I can rally a group. Because I was talking with somebody, one of my friends from home, I forget what she does there, but she works at them. Racing schedule. Week 3, what are we in? This would be, so the game starts August 1st, so the 31st or 30th. Yes. Wednesday, July 30th. And Thursday, what is the thing after it though? Saturdays. Yeah, I mean, it looks like they do. Your strong opinions drove Caleb away. I think Caleb doesn't watch because they don't have strong opinions. I don't know why people get so upset about that. That I don't, and it's, I mean, I certainly have opinions on things, but I enjoy being able to see both sides of a coin. I enjoy the thought process of, hey, I think this way. I wonder why somebody would think the other way. Let me go down that rabbit hole and figure it out. And even if I don't agree with it, I could at least be like, okay, I could see a world where this is this person's truth. I don't agree with it, but I can empathize or understand. Um, and yeah, I'm very aware that being oh, Miko stretching in the back. I'm very aware that being neutral and not having a strong opinion does not do me any favors with likes, follows, subscriptions, etc. Like I'm very aware that the trends of content reward people with strong opinions to create the dialogue. So I know that what I'm doing is not a great way to monetize or gain a quick following, but I mean if I'm being true to like what my t-shirt says, I I wanna be authentic. I don't wanna sit here and have a strong opinion about something just for a click, and there are a lot of people out there that do have strong opinions about things, and that is them being authentic, and that's great. They should lean into that, but that's not authentic to me, so why would I lean into that? I'm not a fraud. That's not It's not what I wanna do. So, whatever. If people don't wanna watch anymore, that's fine. I said from day 1 that Live with Laur is a different type of content that I'm doing that's outside of, YouTube shows, outside of podcasts, outside of interviewing athletes, outside of vlogs. Like, this is something that really is just freaking chill. Like, I just wanna sit here with my friends in the chats, ask questions, answer questions, have a dialogue. Like, the goal isn't necessarily for Live with Laur to blow up and have a ton of people watch. Like, I want the people that come back to come back because they want to have a conversation and hang with friends. Like, that's the whole point of this. Like, truthfully, like, I'm not offended if one person returns every single week. Like, I'll sit and chat with that one person for an hour and have a great time. Like, I see what my algorithm and analytics and trends are on YouTube. I see the numbers. Like, the I'm doing this for me. Riled up Laura is spicy. Yeah, like, Jesus Christ, Jeremy. You got 9 minutes left with me and then I'm out. So get your questions in before we gone. I really need to refill my water, but I'm sad. I'm all out of ice. I'm somebody that very much needs ice in my beverages. It doesn't matter if it's coffee, doesn't matter if it's water, doesn't matter if it's, well, protein shake. Depends. It's already got to be shook, because otherwise, if you like don't shake it all the way and it's got ice cubes in it, then like you get more clumps. Wouldn't recommend. But if you're somebody that buys like a pre-made one or whatever and then dump it in, okay, then we can vibe. Nico, just looking under my armpit. Let me tell you. So, this brand, I won't say who it is. This brand sent me this all don't mind me. Okay. This brand sent me this all natural deodorant. And let me tell you, out of the case, I was like, oh my God, this smells so good. This is great. And when you put it on, it originally also does smell good. And and then you start to like sweat, or you just get the day on you, and it ain't working. It ain't working. So gonna go away from the natural deodorant. Did you see the new Josh and Rad video? Yes. Is there like a long form video? I've seen like the clips on Instagram. Man, Josh Bridges, he's just a good dude. Like, I have always been a Josh Bridges fan. I think he got my following at the games back in, I mean, way, 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 way back when. 2015. His celebrations after events, iconic. Iconic. Every time they are 10 out of 10. And it's just so much fun to watch. Were you into WWF back in the day? If so, Mr. Wait, hold on. WWF? Oh, racing? World wildfire fraud. The things that are coming up. Oh, I feel like I would totally like this. I'm gonna need to look at that. What's the doc called, Jeremy? Let me Netflix. Doc on WWF. Ah. Is it Our Planet? in collaboration with Silverback Films. Yeah, in the WWF. Featuring scientific review. The series, which explores the planet's natural wonders and challenges they face, was filmed in 50 countries. Yeah, I definitely want to watch this. And includes footage from divers' habitats like ice caps, deep oceans, deserts. Okay, Jeremy, I would watch something like this. I would. Okay. This actually looks pretty good. Oh, it's pulling up my Netflix. Oh, this is different than what I just read. This is also something that I would watch. Oh, boy. Okay, that's just added to my watch list. Thank you for the recommendation. Man, I can't believe it's only Wednesday. How did this happen? I mean, I'm leaving tomorrow, so it's not a big deal, but this week has dragged even though it's after a holiday weekend. Yeah. Anyways, this was fun. I'm glad that I'm out of the YouTube jail. Fingers crossed that we stay out of the jail. I think that I found the solution. So we're going to hope for the best. I have another video of the Tactical Games YouTube series that's going to drop on Friday. That will be okay. Yeah. The World Wrestling Federation. Yeah, I realized once you said the name of the doc that it oh god. Why is my Premiere Pro crashing? This is great. Yeah, we're on the same page now. WWE, not WWF. Oh, it used to be WWF. Got it. Well, now we know. I'm glad that we cleared that up. Okay, y'all. It has been so much fun per usual. Love chatting with y'all. Make sure you like, subscribe to the channel. Go ahead and watch the Tactical Games series that I'm continuing on. We had an episode drop today, and again, another one on Friday. And as always, if you guys have any specific topics, if there's any people you want me to have on the show or any ideas, y'all know how to reach me. Just shoot me a message. And we will chat more next week. Bye, y'all. Back to the normal time next week, too. 5:30 p.m. Eastern.